There was no countdown, no ceremony, no voice from the ground telling us we were ready. Just ignition. A machine tearing itself away from gravity as if leaving was always the plan. Not survival, just exploration. Departure. We built something powerful enough to escape the only place we've ever known. And then we pointed it at nothing. The engines don't ask questions. They don't care where we're going. They burn, they push, and they obey. Somewhere inside of all of that noise, something quiet slipped through. Not a signal, a message. More like a feeling. Like the moment before you remember something important, but you don't know what it is yet. We called it space. But that's not what this is. Space is just what we named it. The distance between our understanding. Then we drifted further. Past orbit, past reason, past the point where return was something anyone could define. And that's when the silence changed. Not louder, not clearer, just closer. Like it wasn't out there. Like it had always been here, waiting. We thought we were exploring the unknown, but the unknown wasn't expanding. We were. Every mile away from Earth was a mile deeper into something we didn't build, didn't design, didn't approve. Something that doesn't need us to understand it to exist. There are patterns out here, not visual, not audible, but you feel them. Like repetition without rhythm, like meaning without language. You start to notice it in the systems. Small inconsistencies, tiny delays, numbers that almost make sense. Almost. And then you stop trying to fix it because something inside you realizes it isn't even broken. It's just different. And that's when the fear should start, but it doesn't. Because fear needs something to push against, something to define it. And out here, there's nothing to hold on to. Not even yourself. Time stretches, then folds, then disappears completely. You don't remember when you left. You don't remember deciding to stay. You just are. Floating between two versions of reality, the one you came from and the one that's slowly replacing it. We tried to send something back, a recording, a warning, a map, but the signal didn't travel outward. It looped. It came back, changed, like it passed through something that rewrote it, or understood it better than we did. So we listened to it over and over again, and eventually we stopped recognizing even our own voices. That's when we realized this wasn't a mission, it was a translation. Not of language, not of data, of us. Every system we built was just a way of describing ourselves to something that doesn't need description. And it's listening, not to what we say, but to who we are. There was a moment somewhere between the noise and the silence where it almost felt like we arrived. Not somewhere, closer. Like the distance wasn't out there anymore, it was collapsing inward. Machines, bodies, signals, memories, all starting to blur until there was no difference between the one who left and the one who was watching him go. We called it exploration or progress. We called it anything that didn't sound like standing still. This isn't a distress call. It's not a warning. It's a record of the moment we realized we didn't leave Earth And if this signal reaches you, don't follow. Repeat, do not follow this signal.